mess it up because it looks so pretty. Y'all, why do I do this to myself? I found something that I like. Now, I'm good at it. Now, I'm about to be making this all the time. Give me a second, I'll be back because I'm gonna eat the rest of this. Give me a second. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Kadira's Way. I'm your host, Kadira. And on this channel, we make food our way. We cook it to our liking, however we want to make the food. That's what we do right here. Okay, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe right there, because that's where I'm gonna put it, right there. All right, it is cozy season, so that means soup, chili, anything that makes you feel warm, I don't know. All right, so today I was thinking like, let me make something that I haven't made in a while. What is that, you ask? This is what we're gonna make. Are y'all ready? Drum roll. I don't have no drums right here, but we just gonna pretend. We just gonna pretend. All right, so this is what we are making today. We are making butternut squash soup. So I went to the store and I was like, what haven't I cooked in a long time or just made in a long time? Butternut squash soup. And yes, there is a shorter version, a shorter way of making this, but I was like, let's just make it from scratch. We're not about to just, buy any pre-made, pre-cooked anything. We are going to make this from scratch. I thought this would be like a fun idea, just something cool to make. So here we go. Let's get started. Okay, so first up, you need turmeric. Doesn't matter the brand, whatever. You need turmeric. You need some oregano. This will come into play later on. You need black pepper. You need cumin. Cumin, I guess that's how you say it. Whatever. Garlic powder, yes, because we're making this to our liking. I could have used real garlic cloves, but I was like, no, it takes a little long. So no. You need chickpeas, garbanzo beans, chickpeas, however you wanna, decipher it. Doesn't really matter. You need these because these will play an important part to the butternut squash soup. Okay. All right, and lastly, what else do you need to make the soup? You need your butternut squash. Okay, so we're gonna head over to the cutting board and I'm gonna show y'all how to do this. I don't know why I'm saying this as if I've actually cut and opened a butternut squash before. I've always done it like pre-whatever, but let me show y'all what we about to do next. So follow me to the cutting board. All right, once again, reporting live from the cutting board with our butternut squash soup. Not soup, our butternut squash. Okay, so here's a little secret. I've never cut one of these open before. Never. Yes, so from my understanding, you're supposed to cut right here because there are seeds in this area that you have to scoop out in a minute. And then on this half, after we cut it open, we'll just start, taking off the outer layer. Anyway, so let's get started. Let's see how this works. Oh my. We're not gonna get anything done with this. My knife is thick enough. What's going on? Let me see. First of all, disclaimer, this is not a how-to video. Duh. This is just me cooking because I like it. I like to. All right, we're gonna be back and I'm gonna have this part cut off and I'm gonna peel all of it. All right, I'll be right back. You guys, I found a trick. Just keep on. Just keep on with the knife until you get to the bottom. Oh, it's sliding. Look at that. Look at that. Please be careful with the knife. Please be careful. Just have it stable. Watch your fingers. All of that stuff. So I'm just gonna like try to make an indentation right there, and then I'm going to slice it. It's gonna take me a minute, but here we go. Till we get down. Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Now we can see the inside of it. So, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is scoop out the seeds. And if I just can't regularly scoop it out, then I'm just gonna pick it out. But yeah, this is basically like how a pumpkin works. Here we go. Scoop out all the seeds. Trash them, of course. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, one down. One more to go. I like the color. The color is so vibrant. Like, I don't know if the camera is picking this up, but honey, the camera needs to capture this. But anyway, I like fall. I like fall, I like spring, I like summer. My whole thing is don't let it get too cold because, honey, that is not me. Let me throw this away. All right, we're back. So we've scooped out both of these, the bottom half of that. So I'm just gonna put this to the side for a second because of course we still have to like peel, you know, off the back sides of it. So I'm gonna sit this to the side for a second. Then we are going to, whoops. I know y'all can see the tripod legs, but I don't care, honey. I'm working with what I got. Okay, so next. Remember that other half we had? We need to cut this off. We need to cut this off because we don't want that. So same technique, just keep on. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but honey, it's my first time doing this. Not my first time making butternut squash soup, but my first time actually peeling an actual one. Like usually it'll come like pre-chopped or whatever, and then I just make it, oh my gosh, did that go in the trash? I just make it from the pre-cut stuff. So then we're gonna peel it. I don't have like an official peeler. I probably do, but I just don't feel like looking for it right now, but. Okay, so peeling it, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute because this is hard. It's like peeling like the outside of a pumpkin. Look at that. Look at it. It's thin, but honey, that was kind of hard. But I'm gonna continue to do this and I'm gonna come back. All of it's gonna be peeled and we can get started with the chopping process. I just want to come back to tell y'all that, honey, this is gonna be my last time cutting this open like this because it's time consuming. I don't care. I like cooking. It's a labor of love for me. I'm sure there's an easier process of cutting this, but honey. All right, y'all. So I found my peeler, but let me tell you something. It was still a little hard to do because this one is not strong enough. From what I understand, or from what I know, using a wide peeler that's like thicker or like bigger is better for this type of exterior when it comes to peeling a butternut squash. But anyway, so all of them are done and I'm just gonna go ahead and just start chopping them up. And of course, I'm gonna use the big knife to do that. I'm not going to use the little knife because we don't have time for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and chop it up. I'm just going to move these. That way I have some space while I'm doing this. Because you don't want too much on the cutting board. All right, so let's get started and let's get chopping it up. Okay, so this is the next step. We are going to be blending our seasonings together. This is something fun that I just like to do. Anyway, I'm just gonna start with the pepper, put that in there. I'm not measuring it, I'm just eyeing it. So put pepper in here. That seems about right. That's enough. Next, we're gonna do the garlic powder. Put that in there, make sure it covers the pepper. Next, we're gonna do the cumin. Oh, that comes out a little slow. Let's see. I'm just gonna open it. Okay, there's that. I'm basically just covering like the last seasoning that I put in there. So if you're like, well, how much is too much? You just cover the other layer, the last layer that you put in there. Turmeric. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot. That's it. Turmeric kind of has like a strong taste, so you don't want to do too much with that. Then I'm gonna use salt. It's seasoning, it's salt, it's whatever. But anyway, I like this. You can use whatever salt you choose, but I like this because it's not too salty. But just a little bit. Again, I'm just covering the last layer of it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this now, I am gonna just mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna use my little spoon that I used to scoop out the butternut squash. So mix this up. If you want to taste it in between time, you can, just to make sure like, hey, I like this. I want it to taste like this. You can go ahead. So yeah, mix it up. You don't want too much. You don't want, you know, it to be overpowered. The butternut squash should be overpowered by the seasoning. Oh yeah, lastly, didn't I say I was gonna be using oregano? Yes. So yeah, put some oregano in there. It doesn't taste like anything, so if you overload on oregano, that's fine. All right, mix. Go ahead, do that again. If you want to go ahead and taste it in between time, you can. I'm about to taste it and see what it tastes like. I don't need that much. Let's see. I did something there. Yes. Why did I tap it as if it was, come on now, oh my gosh. Anyway, so we are about to move on to the next step. We have our butternut squash. There it is, all chopped up and pretty. We also have our chickpeas or garbanzo beans that you want to use. And also, at this step, you should go ahead and set your oven to 400 degrees. Why? Because we are roasting these butternut squash pieces, okay? Seasoning that we mixed up, we have that right here. All right, so we are just going to pour that seasoning on the butternut squash. Pour all of it, because are you going to be using this seasoning for anything else? No. Okay, you also need to go ahead and get you some oil, because we are going to go ahead and mix this up. So I'm just gonna pour this into the pan. Pour it into the pan. Yeah, it looks like sweet potatoes. It has a texture and all of that, sweet potatoes. I'm sure it's part of that family. But anyway, so we are going to spread that out just a little bit. And remember when I said we needed garbanzo beans? Yes. So we are going to, let's see, we're just gonna scoop out. See there? We're just gonna scoop out some garbanzo beans and we're gonna sprinkle it, because both of these are going into the oven and we are gonna roast it. And this looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. I like the way that it kind of looks cooked already, like it's already been roasted, but it hasn't. But it's just so pretty. It's giving fall. It's giving like comfort, and I like that. I like comfort and warmth. All right. I just ate chickpea and honey. It ain't got no flavor, but our food got flavor. That's all that matters. Okay, so we're about to head to the oven. Follow me to the oven. All right, y'all, so the butternut squash has been roasted, and let me show y'all how that looks. Give me a second, let me show y'all. Look at this. Ooh, can y'all see the smoke? Can y'all see that coming up off of it? Oh, it looks so lovely. Now, of course, before you take this out of the oven, use your oven mitts. But look how good that turned out. I'm so proud of myself. And they have cooked down perfectly. All right, I just felt the need to show y'all again because I can't believe myself, honey. Look at it, look how it turned out. Ooh, that looks so good. Oh, this looks amazing. The color, look at the color. Oh my goodness. It's giving festive, it's giving fall. All right. So I've gotten out my pot that I will be using for my butternut squash, as far as just, you know, cooking it down or whatever, and how we're gonna just transform it into a soup. So I skipped ahead too because I'm like, I'm a little hungry, so yeah, let's speed this process up. Anyway, so follow me over to my pot, to the pot, so you can see what I've been working on. Okay, so we are back, and what I did was I saved some butternut squash, the ones that like I didn't season, whatever. I should have said that in the beginning, that I didn't season. I put some to the side or whatever, so they can just like look a little cleaner. But I said I skipped over a step for y'all because I got a little hungry. Anyway, I put it inside a pot. Oh, there's still a seed in there. I put it inside the pot. I also put like butter in here. That way it can like cook down just a little bit. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and add the ingredient that kind of makes it soup. So I have here coconut milk, dairy-free organic coconuts, unsweetened. That's what we have here. So I'm gonna pour that in here. Let's shake it up first because, you know, natural stuff separates. I'm going to go ahead and pour some in there. Just a little bit. Just enough, basically. And then I'm just gonna let it go ahead and cook in there for a second. I'm gonna season it too, just a little bit. Just a little bit, so it can have like a little bit of flavor in it. You can season it however you want. I'm not gonna do too much because I still want it to taste like butternut squash, but I'm gonna use this, of course, which I've been using. But I'm just gonna do a little bit, not too much, that's it. That is it. And oops, go ahead, stir it for a second and just let it sit for a minute. Just for a minute. Also, coconut milk really doesn't have a flavor, so don't think like, oh, is it gonna taste like a strong coconut? Not really. I mean, you can taste it separately by itself, but not for real. It really doesn't have a flavor. But yeah, just make sure that your butternut squash gets soft enough because we do need to blend it. We're just doing this so like all of the flavors like mix together, just like so. But anyway, so this should be enough right here because like as you can see, it's getting a little mushy right there. So next I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it to my blender. All right, we are back. So as you can see, I blended it, and like when I blended it, it came out a little thicker. So just to loosen it up, of course, just add your coconut milk to it. A little bit. Just basically pour enough so that it loosens up the soup. And just stir. Now this is not like a bunch of soup because it's just me eating this. It's not like a, you know, group of people. So I'm just gonna continue to stir until I get a nice consistency, like a soup consistency, not like thick. So right now it's still thick, as you can see. So I'm just gonna pour a little more. I think that may be enough. So, and then I'm just gonna continue to stir. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just add some butter in here, just because I want butter in here. Right now, it's giving off butternut squash taste, of course. Of course, you can also taste like the little seasoning in there, but the majority of the flavor right now that I taste is the butternut squash. So I'm gonna let the butter melt down in there. I'm also just gonna add some honey because we like sweet stuff. Not too much to overpower it. Just enough so you can be like, oh my gosh, I tasted it. And that's enough. That's enough. So go ahead and stir it. Stir it. So as you can see, of course, with the coconut milk, it gave it a nice consistency, a nice soup type vibe. So there it is. Well, I don't like the way my spoon is hitting the bottom of this pot right now. It doesn't matter. All right, stir until the butter melts. I still see a little butter, but we need to stir even more. Stir. And this is the last step. This is like the second to last step of the soup. Because after this, we're gonna just transfer this into a bowl and we're gonna do some taste testing. Hell, we can do some taste testing right now. Let's see. See, like right now, this is like soup consistency. There you go. It's not as thick anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna like taste test this. Ooh, this is hot. Ooh-wee. That tastes good. It tastes good, especially like with the honey in here and like the salt that I put in there or whatever, because it's like it's a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty, but you can still taste the butternut squash. Again, there's no measurements. I'm just like tasting as I go, just to, you know, make it to my liking, however I want it. So yeah, it tastes good already. All right, so next up, I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer it to the bowl and then we'll be finished. All right, recording live from the bowl. Okay, so we are gonna take our pot and we're just gonna pour the soup in there. We're just gonna pour it in there. Ooh. Oh yeah, ooh, oh yes. Look at that, honey. Look at it, and that is just enough. That is just enough. Not too little, not too much, not, you know, just enough, just right for me. All right, so remember all of those, you know, pieces of butternut squash and chickpeas and all of that? Those are gonna act as our garnishes. Why am I talking so nice and sweet? Because I am. Anyway, so just plop it in there, honey, in no particular order. I was trying to be fancy and put it like over here. But anyway, we're just gonna plop it in there. Damn, it's sinking down in there. Hell, we just gonna do this. And we just gonna put it on one side. Well, whatever. There it is. There's that butternut squash. Now I saw, what did I see? Let me think about it. Oh, okay. I saw a picture of like how it was like the butternut squash soup, and then it was this, and then there was something over here, but it was white. I'm assuming that it was the coconut milk, so that's what we're gonna try just to make it look a little fancy. Let's see. Ooh, let's get like a big spoon or something. Bam. We gonna use this. We gonna use my smoothie thing. I'm like dirtying up all the dishes, but I really don't care. We gonna see how this work. We gonna see if we can get a little fancy up in her. Look, I put like a teaspoon in there, but we gonna see. Oh man. Oh man. This better look right. Come on. Yes and no. Okay. It's doing something. It didn't do too much. Oh, I got an idea. We're just gonna do like a little more. I got an idea. Cause it's kind of sitting on top of her. Well, it is. Oh yes. Oh yes. Bam, 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 bam. And y'all, we have created butternut squash soup. Honey, who do we think we are? Who do we think we are? I'll tell you who I think I am. Somebody that just made some butternut squash soup. That's who I am. Oh, it looks so adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. It looks so pretty. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Let's add... we can do like just a little bit of garnishes. Just a little bit. Just to make it look like we did something for real. But yeah. Hey, look, parsley does the trick. Let's see. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in the middle. Inspector Gadget. Not too much. Not too much. Shit, put some more in here. No. I'm just a little excited, that's all. That's all. Okay. All right. Next, we about to do a full-blown. God damn, that look good. I don't really cuss, but shoot. Girl, you did that. All right, let's do the taste test. I'll be back. You guys, it's time to taste test our butternut squash soup. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. It looks so good. It looks so adorable. All right, so let's get taste testing. Let's see what this tastes like. Here it is. Look at it. Oh my goodness, you guys, and it looks a little fancy. It looks fancy. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I don't want to mess it up because it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. All right, but here we are. I'm gonna grab the chickpea. Y'all, why do I do this to myself? I found something that I like. Now, I'm good at it. Now, I'm about to be making this all the time. This is so good. This is so good. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. And to think about it, it's like, it's not chicken soup. It's not whatever. It doesn't taste heavy because it's just, you know, butternut squash. That's it. And it's so good. Oh my goodness. So this time I'm gonna do like a squash on top of the soup right here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Food is my happy place. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Give me a second. I'll be back because I'm gonna eat the rest of this. Give me a second. Thank y'all for joining me again this week. This has become like an amazing hobby. Like, this is awesome. Anyway, I encourage you all to still, you know, go out there and cook, do things your way. You don't have to follow a step-by-step recipe. I mean, your grandmother probably didn't do it, but her food turned out amazing and y'all still eating it today, of course. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys again for another session of Dira's Way, where we do what? We cook food to our liking. We make it our way. Okay? All right, that's what we do. All right, so I hope y'all have a good day. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Whatever you're doing, I don't know. But anyway, I will see y'all next time. Bye.